So guys, I just got off work, hoping this actually works. I know that's bright. I know it looks normal or like brighter than it normally does, but I got these fries. It's a fry platter from Sheets. So what it is? Let me get my receipt here so I can read what it is. I want to talk about what's been going on the past few days. It is a fry platter, which I got extra fries to mix in with the ingredients because I just I haven't eaten really since five something, and I had like the stomach flu yesterday and a little bit the day before that. I'll get into that. I will. But the fry platter from Sheets, if you've never eaten at Sheets, you can actually, if you find that you are in a place where there is a Sheets, and you normally don't reside in like, I know they're in Pennsylvania, but I also know they're in a few other places. I'm not specifically sure which places. Yes, this is not my good side. I look fatter from here, and I know that. You don't have to tell me in the comments. Thank you. Um, the fry platter. I'm blinding myself every time I look at the fucking camera. Oh gosh. Um, Fries, which their fries is spelled with Fryz. Nacho cheese, extra nacho cheese because I'm a fat ass. Shredded cheddar, pico de gallo, guacamole, sour cream. Am I saying that right? Pico de gallo? It just says pico, but it's like a salsa type thing, right? If you know what pico is, I know it's not salsa because salsa is its own thing. But I know I should Google it and see what it is. But I know that when I used to get burritos at Chipotle, I would get pico on them. And it was good. And it added like a freshness to it that like the other ingredients didn't seem to have, you know? So I got this, and then I got these, which are Greek yogurt bars. Hopefully it like does something about that. There is vanilla, and then there is strawberry. And the strawberry is 140 calories for one bar, and the vanilla is 140 as well. You'd think the vanilla would be less. I haven't actually had Greek yogurt in a minute, and like I said, I had the stomach flu the past day and a half. I was off Thursday initially, and I didn't start feeling really sick until like later in the day. And it didn't go away completely, and even still hasn't, because I went to work today and I was nauseous off and on. Not as nauseous as I was that kept me home. Not as having the chills and wanting to and needing to sleep. My body does an impressive amount of healing while I am sleeping, no matter what kind of sickness I have. But here is what irritates me, okay? I was off for 7 days back in January for COVID. And I'm not saying this to disrespect anybody who's vaccinated, who isn't vaccinated, who passed away, who has lost somebody, or who has been hospitalized, or knows somebody who has been hospitalized from COVID. But when I had COVID, because I work in a nursing home and they make us take off, I don't know how they do it at other places. I'm assuming they do the same thing at other places, but I really don't know. But they make us take off if we have COVID. Whether you have the PTO for it or not, they make you take it off. It is required, and you know. But when I had off in January for COVID, I had 7 days off. And you know what I had the entire fucking time as far as symptoms go? The damn sniffles. And I think I've said this in a video before. You think I would have got the throw ups and the shitting water back then? No. And you want to hear something else even more interesting? Before I tested positive for COVID, I was sick at least 3 previous times with this fucking snot and the fucking cough and the fucking feeling fluish and the just chills and just feeling like shit. And every single time I would test myself multiple times at work to be sure that if I had COVID, I wasn't there. That they would send me home and I wouldn't be around people. But you know what? I never, whenever I was actually sick and felt sick, it wasn't COVID. It was not COVID. But you know what I had when I was off? Which I do appreciate that I wasn't so ill that I couldn't enjoy my time at home, you know? But at the same time, like... What? But anyways, I'm going to eat these fries. And then I'm going to try these yogurt bars. But, yeah. I had internet installed in my house. And here's the stupid fucking mistake I made, okay? Dude comes in, hooks it up, great, fine. Because I didn't have a cable hookup, and I didn't know how to, like, work around that, but I apparently couldn't work around it, so he had to come hook it up. God bless the dude. If he sees this video, he probably won't. He's a busy working dude. He's an older dude. Not really old. He looked to be in like his late 30s probably, but either way, he doesn't seem like the type that sits there and watches YouTube, but I really don't know. If he does see this video, dude, you did a bang up job. You're awesome, and I really appreciate you coming out and all the crap you had to go through to find the thing and then hook it up. And yeah. Because I feel like no matter what kind of work you do, people don't tell you they appreciate you enough, and people should hear it more. But also, genuinely do appreciate you. Anyways, then I called, like, yesterday, because I thought something was going on with my router, modem thingy-do, and, stupid, because I still don't know the difference between a router and a modem. But anywho, okay, someone's probably going to comment, they're the same thing, or, why don't you Google it? I know. But anyways, I called them yesterday because I thought my signal was down, I thought there was an outage, I thought something was going on. I also had the thought in my back of my head that it was going to be like my phone, which, my phone, I get good service in the town that I work. Okay, I'm not going to say where I work, because where I work is where I used to live. I don't live. I didn't, sorry. I never lived at my workplace. But I mean, I used to live with my parents in the same town that I work in. They still live there, I just don't. But, my phone works great when I'm in that zip code. When I'm in this zip code, the one that I live in, which is literally 15 fucking minutes away, my phone likes to go, oh, you wanted to make a phone call? Give me 5 minutes. Or walk to the other end of your house, or maybe outside on the porch. Or maybe wait till 4 a.m. and then try and do it, because it's just so shitty. Like, sometimes it'll work, and other times it won't. Like, the one Sunday, I think it was January or February, it might have even been fucking December, I don't know, but my electricity went out. Turns out the entire fucking county's electricity went out. I think I did a video about that. It was like earlier in the day, and then later on in the day, it was supposed to storm. And so, I'm making tea. I had a fucking cold. I was making tea, and it was kind of freezing that morning already, because yes, it's about to snow, and the whole world hates Pennsylvania when it's about to snow, so it's freezing. And then I'm making the tea, and I'm putting the sugar in it, and I'm about to drink it to warm myself up, and I hear everything go, here, and I'm like, I see my microwave shut off, any lights that were on or off, any appliances that were on or off, and I'm like, what happened? And there used to be an incident that repeated, where if I plugged a certain thing in and used it, and then tried to use the microwave, now this was the old microwave, so I don't know if maybe the actual microwave had a problem, because I did end up replacing the microwave like a year or so ago, maybe, yeah. Anyways, I'm talking way too much. I don't know how long I've been recording. But yeah, trying to get back to my point. That I thought that my TV, that my internet was going to be like my phone. And my phone, that morning that my electricity went out, I had to get back to my point of my phone being the problem. This is how my brain works, because I'm on ADHD, by the way. I'm on it. I'm not on meds for it. I just want to clear that up. You see the shadow? Oh! I'm sober, by the way. Anyways, that morning, I tried to call one of my parents to let them know my electricity had gone out. Instead of going into town 15 minutes away and using gas that is jacked up. Thanks, Biden. Anyways. Yeah. So, do you think I could make a single fucking phone call? No. Nope. But, fun fact, when I got to their house, I could call their house phone from 2 feet away. So, my original intent when I turned on the camera was for this to be a mukbang. Let me look at something once. So I've been recording for 10 minutes. Anyways, I was just seeing how long I was recording for. Can you even see me? Is it just like the arm of the chair and then nothing? This is really salty, but it's good. Like, what I did was it had a lid on it and I put the extra fries in it and I shook it up. I should have sunglasses on because this is a lot. And I don't normally, I know there's this consensus that I'm fat and that I'm always going to be fat. But I don't normally stuff my face like this. Do I normally eat at like 10 o'clock at night? It honestly depends on if it's a work day or not. Allow me to explain. 1, it depends on how much I eat that day. 2, it depends on how I'm feeling. And 3, it depends on if I'm hungry when I leave work. Sometimes I got food this time, but that's because I couldn't barely eat any of the food I got for my lunch today because, still a little bit of nausea was, hanging out in my stomach. And I'm having fears about eating this. Actually, I need to look at something real quick. Sorry again. Yeah, I'm gonna, put these fries to the side. Hurry up and chew this bite. Clear my palate. Like you do. And then try these 2, Greek yogurt bars because... Let me pick the trash up real quick that's on my lap. These are chicken tenders that I got. That I ate some of. And I might microwave them later. Because they're A&W chicken tenders. Because they were in the bottom of my purse and the condensation that was on them when they were warm got on them. If I microwave them, I'm gonna microwave them a lot so that they don't have that much potential to cause me to vomit. They won't have that much food poisoning in them. Y'all are like, shut up, Jess. Shut the fuck up about food. We know you eat. We know you're fat. Whatever. This is what it looks like when it comes out. It says in a chocolate coating. Something tells me I'm going to be offended most by the chocolate coating. This one's a little pink number. And it's strawberry. Cheesecake imposter. Is that what they say? This says Taste Buddies Rejoice and Cheesecake Imposter. I will be the fucking judge of that. Me and my fat ass taste buds are gonna be the judge of that. Also, shit on me all you want. That's the best spring water. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't give a shit. Get out of my comments section. You're wrong with your Aquafina Dasani. Fucking, I drink dollar store water. Bullshit, okay? If you drink Nestle's, you're not even on the same planet as me. And I don't mean that one time that you were thirsting to death at your mom's house because she slipped you spicy stuff in your food by accident and you had no other choice but to drink her bottled water. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying if you go to buy a bottle of bottled water out of a vending machine or at a store, you purposely pick Nestle. Because fuck that. Okay, it does smell a little bit like a cheesecake, but this is not the one that says Cheesecake Imposter. This is the vanilla. Let's do another sip of water. to make sure all the fry remnants and saltiness are out of my mouth. Okay. It's not the worst thing I've tasted, but the confusing thing about it is it has kind of the flavor of if you mixed a little bit of Greek yogurt with cream cheese, but it has the texture of fucking peanut butter. And I'm talking about the filling. It's not bad, it's not horrible. But it's not for me. It's really not. If you like peanut butter and you like Greek yogurt, and because I like cream cheese and I like Greek yogurt sometimes. I only like certain brands of Greek yogurt though, and I can't eat the stuff with the fruit in the bottom. Then you would probably like this, but I just don't think it goes with chocolate. Something about it. I will finish this, I will, but it's gonna be, we're gonna eat this in low, slow, tiny doses. Deer Park, the old palate cleanser. So, this is the strawberry, the cheesecake imposter, which I'm terrified of, having tasted the fucking vanilla. And I feel like my stomach is already going, what is that? Didn't we just get over a stomach flu? Oh god. Because I literally, a night and a half ago was puking and shitting liquid, and it was not fun. Oh, this one kind of smells like that one, only with less toe and more berry scented air freshener. So we're gonna try this. It's supposed to be strawberry. Oddly enough, this one's not as like it's a little less peanut buttery as far as texture goes. And the sharpness and the like tartness, I don't know how to describe it, but there's like a tangy tartness to Greek yogurt and cream cheese. You know what I mean? It's not a sourness, but it's like a tartness. And what it does in the first one, it doesn't do it so much here. But this does remind me of something else. And it's really good. Like, I genuinely like this one. It reminds me of something. It reminds me of the strawberry Go-Gurt. But also of, like, what am I thinking of? What the fuck am I thinking of? I also want to say it reminds me of Weight Watchers snacks. Like, there were certain ones that had like raspberry and chocolate and like, if you were in Weight Watchers and you had the little tiny bars that were like this long and this thin, you know what I'm talking about. Because I think they only sold those specific ones at meetings. But, yeah, that's what it reminds me of. This one's actually good. The vanilla one, you would think the vanilla one would be less, like, flavorful and less, like... But the vanilla one is actually more... across the face. But, I don't know if this would have made a difference. The strawberry one is good until May 15th, 2022, and the vanilla one expires May 1st, 2022. So maybe the impending expiration date, even though it's March 26th, now officially March 27th, maybe that's what did it. But this is what it looks like. It was actually pretty good, and I give the vanilla one like a 6, and I give this one like an 8. Um, they're both edible. They're both good, and they're both good alternatives compared to like a candy bar that's like 300 or 400 calories. So I'm gonna say they're both good, and I think they both have like 9 or something of protein in them. Let me look real quick. 9 grams of protein in the vanilla one, and 9 grams of protein in the strawberry. Look at this little picture. I would recommend these. Even the one that I didn't care for very much, I would still recommend. See y'all guys later. Look at my motor, man.